morning, good afternoon, good evening, Jar of Marble dwellers and Jar of Marble curious. My name is Linda and this is Jar of Marbles. And I'm Bob. It's always good to see you, I know, right? This week I'd like to talk a little bit about this is your life. This is your life. Yes, something like that. It's all too easy to forget that your life is entirely yours and that it is up to you to make something good and enjoyable in the space and time that has been given to you. Because this is your life. Yes, there are all these moments that are an opportunity to create a new way of being you if you feel that that's what you need to do or you want to enhance yourself, go higher, be more, be less, whatever that suits you better and that feels right and good. You can waste it, you can mess it up, you can ignore it, or you can embrace it and see it as the gift that it is. It is your life and yours alone. Yes, your life. Sometimes people come into your life and they just really need to stop doing that. Yeah, could you just stop it? You determine how you mould every moment. I remember once I wanted to bake a cake. I think I was around 5 years old. Grabbed an entire pound of butter, took the paper off and placing it into my bowl, hard as, fresh out of the fridge, and a whole jar of jam, and tried to make a cake. It was most unsuccessful to mix it, and yes, no cake. What a fantastic story. Oh, shut up. Was that you moulding a moment? Well, yeah, I guess. How you create the mood, experiences and the tide in your life, that's on you. If you are able to learn to play in your life and to explore its possibilities, go beyond your boundaries, you may find a bit of fun to be had. I was talking to a lady the other day who I had randomly said hello to. And I actually remember saying hello to her a couple of times before over a space of a few years. You know what it's like if you go to the same mall regularly. You see people that you see on a semi-regular basis. You don't ever speak to them. You don't know them. You're just going about, your business. And so over time, people's faces do get familiar. You acknowledge each other sometimes or not. But this day I decided to introduce myself. We had a good chat for around 20 minutes, but it was really enjoyable to close that gap of being strangers, to not feel oppressed and find your freedom in whatever way that transpires gives your life an extra level of meaning. Now, the lady I'd spoken to told me that she was at a point in her life where she didn't have any friends and didn't know how to make new ones. Her closest friend had died only 3 weeks before, which is really sad. And it's safe to say that she was just feeling a lot of grief there. Very understandable. She used to do volunteer work, and after our chat, she was thinking about doing it again to give her life purpose. Good on her. And as I say, she was in her late 70s. Life is so exciting. I was in my bedroom and now I'm in the living room and who knows where I'll go next. Good on you, Bob. So like my new friend, she might test out what she can do and not do. Work within your limitations, provide you with an edge and a frame. About to start booing people during conversations that I'm not interested in. That would be kind of funny. Yeah, boo! And within that edge, you need to create the art of living your life. Your life. It will have a beginning and an end provides you with a frame. It tells you this is the space, this is the minute, the time that belongs to you. Hold it, open it, and there it is. It's a gift. Open the moment that is yours. And be aware that you can feel and discover what's available to you and what's good for you. You might surprise yourself and learn to test yourself and make yourself stronger in every possible way, and that strength is yours. Like your life, your story, that's right, it's your own. Your strength will be what you're good at, what really makes you feel good, because we're all capable and we're all complex and we're all very different. So stop denying it. Stop thinking you're worse than anyone else. You're not. You're just different. Don't be so easily discouraged just because others. It doesn't mean that you give up. On the contrary, it means the exact opposite. Not to become downhearted and giving up. Become a little bit more upbeat. A little more upbeat. Get the beat and be a bit more upbeat. So I'll say, yeah, remember, friends, the purpose isn't to win in this thing called life. It is to experience it all as deeply as you can. The joys, the pleasures, the sadnesses and the pains. Drink deep of it all and know that no matter how it ends or where you ultimately wind up, you alone have had your experience. No one can ever be you, which is wonderful because I think you're fabulous. So, here's the thing. This is your life. The most freeing thing that I've learned, this is my life, your life. Do it your way. Forget everyone else. Just do it your way.
I've found that a very effective way of ending an argument is to ask the other person for a piece of their hair.
What? You little warlock, you, Bob?
Yeah.
I get to live how I want without needing approval or explanation. We are all out there doing our own thing. We are all different. Stop wasting energy interpreting their path as a commentary on yours. Stop thinking that life's different to you. That is a criticism of your choices. We are all living differently. It is not a criticism. Your life. It is your life.
I don't need a personal trainer as much as I need someone to follow me around and slap the unhealthy foods out of my hand.
We have to stop comparing ourselves. Fear of being judged, fear of being different. We are all works in progress.
In my next life, I want to be the karma fairy.
Well, you'll be busy. I hope this resonates with you, that true liberating realisation that this is your life. Sometimes we are in the process of making career changes, and they can be really big ones. We are all entering into new chapters, whether it's planned or not.
Some things are better left unsaid, which I generally realise right after I've said them.
Yes, I absolutely believe that, Bob. Either way, you can do nothing and life will change around you anyway, so why not be a part of the decision process? Do it your way.
It is your life.
This is it. We have to remember, be conscious of a relish in the fact that this is your one life.
Yeah, you just got to go and take one. Are you bloody kidding me? One at a time? Jeez. Yeah.
You only get one life. Make it count. Hashtag this is your life. There's something incredibly powerful in the realisation that this is your one life. Not a dress rehearsal, not a draft to be edited later. This is it, the real thing. And while that truth can feel heavy, it is also wildly liberating.
I don't like to think before I speak. I like to be just as surprised as everyone else at what comes out of my mouth.
That element of surprise is the spice of life, Bob, don't you think? Because it means you have permission, no, a responsibility to live it the way you truly want. Forget the scripts handed down by others, the career path someone else told you was safe, the rules about what success is supposed to look like, the timelines, the boxes, the expectations.
I have half a brother.
Oh, different mothers?
No, a shark attack.
Oh, Bob. Keep in mind there's a clock ticking that we can't see. Love whoever loves you and enjoy life. When you truly understand that your time here is finite, it pushes you to be a little bit bolder. You stop waiting to chase the joy, to take risks, to do the weird thing, the wild thing, the thing that lights you up inside.
Sometimes I visit my blocked list just to see how my prisoners are doing.
Oh, yes. Time well spent.
Yeah, I thought so.
It's not just important, it's fun. Living fully is exhilarating, whether that means travelling the world, creating art, falling in love, starting something from scratch, or just learning to be wildly content in the quiet moments. It's all part of the ride. And the best part? You get to decide what it looks like. Your version of happiness doesn't need to look like anyone else's.
I hate hotel bath towels. They're so thick and fluffy that I can't close my suitcase.
There will be setbacks, doubts, people who don't get it, but every time you choose to live authentically, you're honouring this one shot you've been given. Actually, you get many shots if we are, to be honest.
Yeah, many shots.
That's right. So go live loud, live weird, live quiet, however it is you want to live. Live kind, live real, because this is your one life.
Honestly, it's not the way I look that reveals my age. It's my use of complete sentences when I text.
The correct use of punctuation and all that. That one is the one that sometimes betrays me. Love completely. None of us are getting out alive, but that shouldn't frighten you. Here's a quote from Mary Oliver. You must not ever stop being whimsical, and you must not ever give anyone else the responsibility for your life. It unites us in empathy and understanding. Live well, everyone.
There's no reason to tailgate me when I'm doing 50 in a 35 and those flashing lights on top of your car just look ridiculous.
And the gaudy signage. What were they thinking? Now, when our spirits are a little lower than normal, the world becomes small, the path becomes blurred, and we can lose our enthusiasm, can't we? How important is it to seek human reconnection? Listening to messages like this makes me look again at the great internal and external potential of life waiting for us. Today, I especially needed a message like this, and I'm immensely grateful for your kindness and time for us.
The older you get, the better you get, unless, of course, you're a banana.
True. Yes, that's quite. I'm 63, closer to 64 with every passing day, and in the middle of another awakening similar to my early 30s. The path of finding yourself always leads through doubt, but eventually you discover that it is more about understanding life and having the courage to live it. I'm working on being more courageous than I've ever been before.
Oh, yeah.
As much as nature supports you, and it is also everything that you take from life, ask yourself, good enough for who? Most societal standards are warped, unattainable, especially now.
Why now?
Well, I've lived through a few eras now, and societal standards are wrapped in a way that makes certain things like, say, beauty standards, body shape, colour, etc., completely unattainable to so many. It's flat out
Weird?
Yeah, that'll do it, very much so. Choose not to measure yourself by them.
The choice thing, it's choosing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a massive advantage to realise this when young. Saves a lot of wasted time.
Me, I do not appreciate having my time wasted. Hey, I just heard that Katy Perry stood in a puddle. Now she's a deep sea diver.
Love it. Willpower will not make you love your life. Take care of your life, and it will take care of you too. So Marble Dweller asked this question: why do we live like we're going to live forever and yet don't do the things we truly want? I mean, goodness gracious, haven't all of us been guilty of that? You know, we have these parameters in which we work and we decide how things are going to be. If it doesn't happen organically, then it's not going to happen at all, and we won't do this and we won't do that. You know, we're knocking out the things that actually might work for us. So, it's a really deep and thought-provoking question. It feels like there's this paradox we all experience. We go through life assuming we have endless time to accomplish everything, but in reality, we're often caught up in things that don't truly fulfill us. There are a few reasons why this might happen.
When I grow up, I want to be a seagull.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, because it's basically just endless snacks, beach days, and permission to scream at everyone I want.
Well, you go you.
Yeah.
So first there's the way we're conditioned by society, this expectation to follow certain paths, school, work, family, often leads us to prioritise practical things over our passions.
Oh, yeah, right, yeah.
We're also taught to fear failure or to be responsible, which can keep us from taking risks and pursuing what we truly want.
Another banger, yeah.
Another reason might be fear itself. The idea of chasing our true desires can be intimidating. What if we fail? What if it doesn't work out? What if it's a weirdo? What if this, what? So we end up delaying or avoiding it, thinking we'll have more time later.
Coffee, because a good day never starts with a kale smoothie.
Yeah, true. There's also the illusion of time. It's easy to feel like there's always tomorrow, but we often forget how fleeting time really is, probably because I'm a little bit older. Kind of know this one. Once we're in the rhythm of life, we get stuck in routines, making it harder to break free and do something different.
Let's normalise 5 p.m. dinner plans. We're not going out to eat at 8 p.m. We want to be home and in bed by at least 9 at the absolute latest.
Yeah, with our bras off and a crime show on. I hear you. Hashtag, this is your life. Do you feel like you're in a place where you're not doing the things you want, or are you trying to figure out why so many people live this way? No matter what you do, no matter what you've experienced, if you stop and remember, this is your one life. Everything will begin to shift. Suddenly you realise that each moment carries weight, not pressure, but possibility.
Oh, yes, I like it.
You could put a plan in motion right now, even a small one, and start walking towards something meaningful, something yours. We live in a time that glorifies immediacy, instant answers, instant results, instant gratification, but real life doesn't work like that, does it?
No, it does not.
Not the meaningful kind. Anyway, good things take time.
Truth, you speaketh the truth.
Well, they're supposed to. Growth, change, healing, becoming. These things move at the speed of seasons, not seconds.
Oh, yeah, not that. Yeah, seasons, not seconds, yeah.
And that's the point. This is your life. Not just the goal you're chasing, not just the version of yourself you hope to become, but this moment too. The figuring it out, the uncertainty, the trying, the learning, the showing up again and again. That's life in full. And it's quite delicious.
Well, sometimes.
So why rush past it? Why not enjoy it all? Even the messy parts, even the slow burn of becoming. It can be challenging to live through the slow burn.
Oh, yeah.
When you accept that it won't happen overnight, you give yourself the grace to live fully in the meantime. But because this is the meantime.
As in right now.
Yeah, and it matters just as much. You're not behind, you're not too late, you're exactly where you need to be. If you start now, step by step, day by day, you will get there. Just don't forget to truly live along the way. Important to know that the messy stuff is all a part of it. Yes, we don't like it, but there is always something to glean, to be happy about, relieved about. It will be okay. It will. It will really be okay.
Not all relationships lead to marriage. Some will help you discover new restaurants.
This is very true. Yes. And keeping in mind that what you do makes a difference and you have to decide what that is.
My children laugh at me because they think I'm insane. I laugh at them because they aren't aware they've inherited it.
Yes, very true, Bob. When you let go of all the worries, the constant noise, the pressure to meet expectations, the fear of not being enough, you start to see life more clearly. Not perfectly, not without hardship, but clearly. You begin to notice what really matters. Peace, freedom, joy, purpose.
There are so many joys.
There are. Fresh sheets, those big belly laughs, a long shower, someone checking in, that first sip of coffee, a song you forgot you loved. Of course, responsibilities remain. You still have to show up for work, care for your loved ones, manage your health and navigate the practical parts of life.
Yeah, we know that.
But there's a big difference between tending to your responsibilities and being consumed by them.
Oh, yeah, you're right there. You're not wrong.
When you own your life, you stop living on autopilot. You stop handing the steering wheel to anxiety, guilt, or the imagined opinions of others.
Because it's your life.
Yes, and living how you like doesn't mean being reckless.
Hey, you remember when we used to wait until 9 p.m. to talk to people for unlimited minutes, and 20 years later we all pay for unlimited minutes and we don't call anyone?
I do remember, Bob. Yes, I do. It means being honest about what lights you up, honest about the kind of days you want to wake up to. It's about choosing your path, even when it's not the one that's expected of you. See, that's the thing. Other people decide what will make you happy. Other people or a friend or a so-called friend will decide what you shouldn't do and what you should do, you know. And it's saying yes to what feels right in your gut and no to what drains your soul. While in today's world, initially the concept of feeling what's right in your gut
Can take time.
yeah, for sure. But give yourself the time to do it. Dropping the worries doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you start caring more about what actually matters. It's the shift from surviving to living, from reacting to creating.
You've got to get serious about making your own happiness most important, yeah.
Yes, especially if it's been about everyone else for decades, and that is so many people's experience of life and have done it for so long they fail to see that they could live their life differently.
It's about worthiness too, isn't it?
Yes, well done, Bob, yes. And again, once you remember, everything begins to rearrange itself to reflect the truth. I think worthiness gets forgotten.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I do. So, tend to what you must, but prioritise your truth. Make space for the moments that make you feel alive. You only get one life and it's meant to be yours.
Yes, sir.
And that's the end of this episode.
Yeah, all right. Well, you go. I'm staying.
Well, knock yourself out, Bob. I'll leave the mic on.
Oh, yeah, no, okay. No, it's all right. I'll go, yeah.
So thank you for being with us and wishing you a lovely day. And don't worry about a thing. It is going to be okay. So say good day to the family for me. Give the meerkat a slice of cake. And we'll see you next time, okay? Okay then. Bye.
Bye.